Hello everyone. Today we are going to start with the derivation of elemental stiffness matrix of this beam element. To find the stiffness matrix of this beam element, first we find the strain energy of a beam element and we use the equation of this. And the strain energy equation of a beam is already known to you that you have used in the RR method, that is Rayleigh-Ritz method. Strain energy is equal to EI by 2 integration of dou square V by dou x square the whole square dx, where the limit is nothing but the length of the element, where V in this is nothing but what? It is a displacement in y direction, and V is nothing but n into q, where n is a shape function and q is nothing but displacement matrix. What is this V? V is nothing but displacement in y direction. This is what you can see here. And dou V by dou x is nothing but what? Theta 1 and theta 2. And the limits which we are using here is zeta is -1, zeta is +1. This is the limit of this element, beam element. And first, to get the strain energy value, what is necessary is dou square V by dou x square is necessary. That we will find out. How to find out is, here is the step. We know that zeta is equal to 2 into x minus x1, x2 minus x1 minus 1 is the formula. X2 minus x1 is nothing but length of an element LE. Now what I do is I'm going to just differentiate this zeta with respect to x. So d zeta by dx is equal to 2 by LE, what you are getting from this. And we also know that dv by d zeta is equal to dv by dx into dx by d zeta. What I done is divide and multiply by dx I have done for dv by d zeta. dv by d zeta is equal to dv by dx as it is. Already you know d zeta by dx. So if I just substitute dx by d zeta, what I will be getting is 2 by LE. dv by dx is equal to dv by d zeta into 2 by LE, what we are getting now. And what is necessary is dv by dx is necessary. So I have just replaced dv by dx with dv by d zeta. This was the equation earlier. Now I have got this, and this is the required quantity now. So after this, I am going to square this. Dou square v by dou x square is equal to 2 by LE whole square into dou square v by dou zeta square. Just here is the thing we have squared, and here also we have squared that. Dou square v by dou x square is equal to square of this 4 by LE square we are getting. And what is this V? V already we have defined in the above, that is n into q. So where n is Hermite shape function, q is displacement matrix. Now we'll substitute shape functions within this equation. So dou square v by dou x square is equal to 4 by LE square, and this is a matrix of dou square n1 by dou zeta square, dou square n2 by dou zeta square, dou square n3 by dou zeta square, dou square n4 by dou zeta square, and q matrix will be as it is. So what we are going to do is this complete term, whatever is there except q, we are going to replace that by b, capital B. So the final equation will be this. So this is nothing but dou square v by dou x square is equal to b into q will be the final equation, where we are going to substitute dou square v by dou x square by b into q, where in the strain energy equation. So this is the next step after that. So what we have done is we are replacing dou square v by dou x square in the equation, that is strain energy is equal to EI by 2 integration of LE, that is b into q whole square dx. Next we are going to square these two. So if I square, what I will be getting, this inside term will be b transpose into b, q transpose into q, we will be getting here. And next step what we will be doing is dx has to be replaced, and it has to be written in terms of d zeta, because b is in terms of zeta. That is why dx has to be eliminated and replaced by d zeta. So I have replaced that Le by 2 d zeta I will be getting. Strain is equal to half qt q and k. So this whatever is there, this k is known as elemental stiffness matrix. So what is k in this is, k is ei by 2 integration of bt, that is b transpose b d zeta le, and the limits is the length of an element le. So already we know what is b and what is b transpose also. So what is b? What is b? We found out here. Nothing but the same equation what I have written above is this same equation, that is b is equal to 4 by le square dou square n1 by dou zeta square dou square n2 by dou zeta square dou square n3 by dou zeta square dou square n4 by dou zeta square. And what are n1, n2, n3, n4? These are nothing but the shape function of beam elements, and they are already known. That is, we found out that n1 is nothing but this, and n2 is this, n3 is this, n4 is this. So what you want is, you need to differentiate n1, n2, n3, n4 with respect to d zeta twice. Then you can substitute the differentiated dou square n1 by dou zeta square in this b matrix. So after differentiating this n1 twice with respect to zeta, you will be getting 6 zeta by 4. Similarly for n2 you will be getting this term, and for n3 you will be getting this term, and for fourth term it will be this value you will be getting. So this I have simplified, and that has been kept like this. So what, now you got the b value, okay? And if I do the transpose for this b, converting rows into column and columns into rows, will be nothing but doing the transpose. So if I do the transpose of this, it will be this matrix. B transpose into B will be this B, whatever is there, this I have written B matrix here. B transpose matrix into B matrix. So how many rows are here? There are 4 rows and 1 column. And how many rows are here? There is only 1 row and 4 columns. So if you multiply row into column, these two, so what you will be getting is straight away this matrix. This is of how many? 4 into 4 matrix you will be getting. If you multiply, how to multiply? Row into column, multiply 6 zeta into 6 zeta, it will be how much? 36 zeta square. This is row into column, there is no so next will be this, multiply this minus 1 minus 3 zeta le into this 6 zeta, you will be writing it here. Similarly multiply this matrix into this matrix, so you will be getting this complete matrix. So there are some things where there is a zeta value here, that is why the limits will be from -1 to +1. So zeta d zeta, where the limits will be -1 to +1 will be 2. So these are some values which will be substituted directly, and if you want you can find out, and the values will be this much only. If you just go for zeta cube integration and substitute limits from -1 to +1, it will be 2 by 3. So after substituting all these values, where there is zeta d zeta, where there is zeta square d zeta, where there is zeta cube d zeta, substitute all these values and you will be getting this matrix. So this matrix is of B transpose into B, where the limits will be -1 to +1. Why -1 to +1? It is because zeta value varies from -1 to +1 only. And next, last step here is to find out the stiffness matrix K value. So what is K? K is EI by 2 into integration of B transpose B LE. So that equation is here. So K is nothing but EI by 2 integration of -1 to +1, because it is zeta varying, so length of an element will be -1 to +1. So B transpose B d zeta Le. So this is what you will be substituting all the values of this integration value, that is B transpose into B d zeta. So final equation of a elemental stiffness matrix of a beam element will be this. And this equation is very important, and this we will be using to solve some more problems, and that will be covered in the next video.